What we need is a light. We need a light like in that corner that beams down on these guys for the nighttime. I need to set that up.
You're gonna stream 24/7?
Oh,
Radiant
no, we were
team
talking
ban.
about Blue. Blue from Guild Wars 2. Did that type of thing. There we go.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
I heard a Tinker
Dire
ban.
team ban.
Tinker gets so upset.
Tinker got so upset. Faceless Void. You know you play this game a lot when you know every hero by their ban noise.
Their noise.
Yep. That's pretty next stage.
Dire
Oh,
team ban.
the DP noise is like inaudible.
Radiant team pick.
That'd be a fun game. Because like that'd actually be kind of hard to recognize them.
To decipher what's happening based on noise.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I guess we can start.
All right, guys. So this is it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're here in the Next Level Dota studios, I suppose, virtual studios with Nex and Rankshis here in the RD2L Reddit Dota 2 League. I'm Nex. He is.
Who am I?
You. I don't know. Who are you?
Such a like deep question.
Yeah, that's true.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
It goes back to like Enigma. Enigma's
why
voice
are any
line.
of us here?
He's like,
10
he's like,
remaining.
is this real? Am I real?
5 seconds
That's what he says. It's pretty
remaining.
awesome. I don't know when he says that.
I mean, it's pretty true, man. I was about to get into a way deeper
Radiant
conversation,
team
Yep,
but then
but
I
here we are.
realized like heroes are being picked and shit. So I guess we should focus on that. So yeah, pretty standard bans, but I like in making it through and immediately getting like first picked. You have shape shift giving you a pretty unique ult, and you have great pushing power between Wolves,
10
Howl, and
seconds
Feral
remaining.
Impulse. Just a pretty like solid all around like pushing hero, pretty safe. You can lane it in a variety of
5
ways. If it goes
seconds
bad, you can
remaining.
retreat to the jungle. So not surprising. A new patch coming in soon
Reserve
surely
time.
will do something to nerf Lycan yet again. Maybe make Howl not global or something. I don't know, but something. I'm sure of that.
Yep.
And a Mirana Bane second pick.
Yeah.
We should expect this for the Mirana who leapt through time.
Yeah, definitely true.
If
Dire
there's
team
something to be
ban.
said, it's that this is definitely what they're going to do. So Bane Mirana, you nightmare into an era. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's really strong. You can like farm with the Mirana and like have her be a carrier, or you can like dual roam and just try to make all your lanes go your way.
Radiant
It's
team ban.
pretty open in a variety of ways. And Bane, a pretty good support hero. Also really good against Lycan because Lycan's like big counter is holding Lycan in place. And Bane has an ultimate that can do that even through BKB, and Lycans are kind of known for getting a BKB. But an Abaddon, that's an
10
interesting
seconds
choice. Like,
remaining.
not a lot of people play Abaddon, but he is a good hero. You have
5
a
seconds
shield that
remaining.
dispels pretty much anything on your target, and it's a really strong ability to have. He's a
Reserve
melee
time.
hero, it's like a trade-off, but his ultimate, Borrowed Time, makes it so you, after a certain point, it automatically activates and you just start healing based on all the damage you take. If you get negatives, it'll heal you even farther, or heal your team. To make you heal even farther, or I'm sorry, damage reduction for your
Dire
team to make
team
you
ban.
heal even farther.
Hey,
and
is your
you'll heal on 'em as
Dota
well.
TV mic on?
Boy, I'm gonna 100% lie to you. Yes, it is.
All right, so guys in Dota TV, if anyone's downloading this, welcome to the cast. We actually missed the beginning of the
10
cast
seconds remaining.
because we
No,
didn't
we
have
didn't.
our in-game.
Well, yes, we did.
Yeah, I mean,
But
well,
not
we
really.
didn't, but someone
5
sabotaged
seconds
our system.
remaining.
We're now recovering. We beat them up, and we've overcome that trial. We have
Reserve
gained a
time.
level, and we are next level. And that segues into who we are. We are next level Dota here in the Reddit Dota 2 League, RD2L. This is just a scrim between teams between Bergblarg Blam, that's the team, and the Mirana who leapt through time on the Dire side, being led by Chocobo.
Radiant
I think the
team
other captain for Team Bergblarg Blam is Burgeoning, so Berg in burgeoning, I think is the right thing. So yes, we talked about Lycan, the fact that he's just, I mean, obviously he made it through the draft. That's insane by itself, but he needs to get nerfed. That's what we said. But Marana Bane being picked up by the Dire team, and the Marana left through time. Marana's going to be the hero for that.
Yeah, obviously somebody should have thought about that within the banning stage, but they didn't. But yeah, Marana Bane, good combo. Not going to go into it again, but it is, and a Night Stalker pickup. That's pretty cool. Night Stalker is a good hero, kind of. He's like an anti-carry hero. He's really good when the other team has way too much like carry potential on their team.
Disruptor alarm! Get glimpsed. Yeah. Static storm. Yep.
I'm looking at like Bane Mirana and wondering how a Disruptor is going to do against that. Obviously, like, Abaddon is a really good counter to that because you can aphotic shield whoever gets nightmared or arrowed if you wait longer, and they'll immediately, like, wake up from that and go about their merry way. So I guess that alone is kind of enough to kind of set you on your way and get your team going, right? Wow, so just saying right now, the Mirana who leapt through time, this is not a very, like, heavy team. This is super early game oriented, but they don't have a lot of pushing to them, so even if they win team fights, which theoretically they should be able to with ease at this point, like, how are they going to push towers? We shall see. Maybe their last pick will reveal, but yeah, Sand King, pretty solid hero. You jungle with him really efficiently, get a really fast blink dagger, and have huge team fight ults, like, really early within, like, the time of the game. So, not a bad hero. You don't see him so much anymore, but still like a solid choice. That's probably where most heroes should be. Like, you don't see it all the time, but like when you do see it, you do know this really strong thing that it could do.
Yeah, for sure. And the Abaddon pick, I don't know if you touched on this 100%, but yeah, did you talk about the Purge from Aphotic Shield being so good against the Marana Arrow and or Nightmare?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
You did talk about that. Cool. So yeah, that's the main thing that's really strong from the Radiant team. And Aphotic Shield plus Lycan equals, he increases his ability to dive, increases his dive potential, just like how you see Living Armor from Treant Protector being really good with Lycan for that exact same reason. Weaver, any divey hero that even gets more tanky / has more damage when an Aphotic Shield bursts. Templar Assassin being picked up by the Radiant team, and that is
not bad. Like,
yeah,
Mirana
I can see that being pretty good.
Do a lot of instances of damage. Bane doesn't.
Yeah, the Night Stalker
other
same
than
way.
Nightmare. Night Stalker definitely doesn't. Night Stalker like auto attacks in as a void ability. Sand King can, but it isn't like Templar Assassin still should have a pretty easy early game with refraction.
Yeah, being able to refraction epicenter like, I guess ticks is like really you're taking away a lot of that damage.
Yeah, you'll in the early like parts of a team fight, she'll get a couple of those ticks in like a Night Stalker initiation or a Bane Mirana initiation. She'll absorb all that, and it'll definitely give her an edge of some sort.
Yeah, and
with some luck.
Going back into the Disruptor corner, I would normally have said that this isn't like the best game for Disruptor, but now they have a couple of people with that have mobility. Marana Leap, Sand King, Burrow Strike, and Night Stalker just in speed during the night, and now he's going to be able to at least punish them if they're running away. He's not so good if you dive him, unless you're a really good Disruptor and can catch people in Kinetic Field and Static Storm. But yeah, so anyways, that's now it's looking pretty good. Viper pickup.
Yeah. So like, look how early this game is. Like,
they are so aggressive.
Like, the middle of the mid game is when they should win the game, and if they don't, like, things are going to go rough because Lycan carries way harder, Templar Assassin's going to carry way harder, and
but in that sense,
drop off.
They could be really strong.
They have a crazy strong early game, and Viper does possess some ability to push with Nether Toxin since it does work on buildings.
And you have a lot of stuns, a lot of slows, really just good fighting potential. Like,
they really do.
Like, they got stuns from Sand King, setups from Bane, Marana arrows, slows from Viper, slows from Night Stalker, Fiend's grips, epicenters. They got
the
really
early
just
game
man
and
up.
the mid game is definitely the Mirana who leapt through times to shine.
And this really goes along with the fact that Chocobo has exclaimed that he is tired as all hell. He doesn't want a long game. He doesn't want to farm. It's a win or lose, black or white result.
Yeah, no, this is a great way to do it too. Like, if you want a 20-minute game, this is the team to do it with. 20 minutes, maybe a little longer. Like, theoretically, this team could win way before that. And Lone Druid, wow. So, like, that's an interesting pick. But I don't know if I agree with it so much. Like, you need some sort of, like, counter push or counter team fight to a certain extent. And I don't know if just having massive split push is the right way.
Unless he goes
go
fighting
here.
Lone Druid and then just like, because it doesn't like go Midas or anything like that and just gets phased on his bear. Because level 5 bear or level 5 Lone Druid with a level 3 bear, like fighting into a bear that's constantly able to get all those like chances at the entangle could be really rough. I mean, when you're a Night Stalker and you get entangled, now your dive is just kind of halted. I don't think it's like the best version of that anti-team fight, but it's
Exactly.
something.
Like, it's something you could do, but yeah, I don't necessarily. There was better
10
options. I
seconds
feel. I
remaining.
kind of feel like as long as the Mirana who leapt through time does this right,
5
it's
seconds
almost impossible
remaining.
for them to lose. But we'll see.
Yeah, and turning down my camera speed. So it's time for Rankshis and Nex next level Dota Draft Casino.
Do
Do you want to do it with this?
Yeah.
All right.
Every game?
Who do you vote for? I vote for the Mirana who leapt through time. I dare you to take that bet.
I'm not going to. I'm just
Wow. Shocker.
Shocker. We're betting on you, Jacobo. But no, yeah, I think both teams certainly have potential. What I was going to say is this Abaddon, I feel, has the big onus. His Aphotic Shields, if he's wherever Night Stalker is and wherever the aggression is, and he somehow gets some early levels, I feel like this could really go BBB's way. Because Aphotic Shield just being so good at being like a huge AoE nuke that prevents all that damage on that's such a low cooldown. I feel like if he's there where Night Stalker is, that could be really bad. So we will see if that prediction is true. But we're going to call out who's playing who here in the RD2L. I don't know if this is going to be a best. I think it's just a scrim, so it is going to be one game. And I'm almost 100% sure now that Jacobo especially said that he was tired. So yeah, this is going to be one game. This is a team scrim. This is just for practice and to make sure that, they feel each other out in a super non-gay way and just kind of know how strong the other teams are and practice them up themselves for the actual stuff that's up to come. The more people that scrim, the stronger they're going to be. So on the Dire team, we're starting out with the captain of the Dire team, Team TC, Jacobo playing the Night Stalker, the big manly man. In the mid lane, it's Feeder playing the Viper, and the Sand King being played by Matt Splat. Good hero to have splatting. He certainly likes to splat people with that caustic finale. Wow, this bear is way over here from the Lone Druid. He missed the creep wave, so he's not going to be able to do anything cheeky like getting a free creep wave. Waldo is chasing it, playing the Bane, and Mirana being played by Zombie against the solo offlane Lone Druid. This is where Lone Druid really shines. Admiral Bulldog really showed us about that. And this Lone Druid is being played by nking.bbb. And in the mid lane, it's Nibbler. Sand King with Invisrune does Burrow Strike. And there's a slow. They're just spamming, and he doesn't have anything. Nothing's skilled right now. He should get his refraction. He's going to be just fine. Wanted to make sure to see if he gets side blades first, but yeah, refraction is going to be the choice. So Sand King doing some aggression there, but finishing off who's playing who. It's Legion 170 on the Abaddon and YM on the Lycan Wolf. And what do you think about Viper being mid and Night Stalker off lane?
I think that Viper is like crazy good against Templar Assassin, and Night Stalker wouldn't be. So I'm kind of for it, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, you pick Night Stalker, and it's not going to work well against the lane. Like, I that's what I would do, given the opportunity.
So now, why wouldn't you put the Night Stalker in the safe lane and then take your Mirana, Bane, Sand King, and aggro?
I mean, obviously that's like the better thing, but they do have like the counter to Bane Mirana down there with a Abaddon.
Oh,
in
that's
that
true.
lane.
So they're kind of
Yeah,
between a rock and a hard place.
Exactly. So I don't know, like, best of a bad situation.
Yep. So in terms of draft laning in the draft, I'd say that BBB's lanes are feeling comfortable, and TC on the back foot in terms of where their heroes are, except for, of course, Viper is going to be owning TA. So that's the one that's due to that rotation. That's the benefit they get. But Night Stalker in the off lane.
I don't even think that Lone Druid appears to be doing that well so far anyway, so I feel like...
I guess mainly just the Night Stalker.
Yeah, Mirana, who up through time, is winning like the top and the mid lanes, it seems. So pretty legit trade, if you ask me.
True. And we'll see how much farm this Night Stalker gets. They did block the camp, and look at this Observer Ward. I want to make sure there's no aggression going on anywhere else. Regeneration being picked up by TA, but yeah, going back to this ward, I mean, if you're an offlane Night Stalker, you sure as heck need to make sure that easy camp is blocked. Because, well, for obvious reasons. Now he's getting XP. There's nothing they can do about it. It feels really bad when you're in a defensive tri-lane against a greedy offlaner like this. That's especially unconventional. I know you've said that you wanted to play it a couple times, but I mean, mainly unconventional. And, like, the main big punisher is that Observer Ward.
Yeah, I mean, but if you look at the lane, it's definitely Night Stalker's in a pretty safe place, and
Oh,
he
yeah.
does have starting boots, so
No, yeah, exactly.
it
This
could be a
is
whole lot worse.
no, yeah. This is exactly what I'm saying. Is like you're the supports on the Radiant BBB's defensive tri lane. You're going. He's getting too much. What can we do about this? But without the ability to pull back the wave, it's so hard to actually punish it. You can't harass him out. You can't zone him. He's going to get XP no matter what. The thing is, can you actually gank him? And with a Disruptor who hasn't hit level 2 yet, you can't do it. Maybe when he gets level 2, because he's your only CC. You got an Aphotic Shield, you can dive, perhaps. You got Howl. So if there's a kinetic field that lands, a Howl, and that could be a dead Night Stalker. But you're pretty much going to need that glimpse in order to trap in that Night Stalker.
Oh yeah, for sure. But Night Stalker playing pretty safe. You know, until it was like right next to his tower. That's the first time he's ever gone out there to just straight
Dire's
up
top
last
tower
hit.
is under attack.
Most of the time he's way back here and CSing with Void, which I totally recommend you do as a Night Stalker, specifically within the early game.
80 mana at rank 1, 90 mana at rank 2.
Yeah,
There it is,
pretty
just-
okay for last hitting.
Blast it. Would you recommend that he get up to
Radiant's top
bottle?
tower is under attack.
I mean, it's so hard to play Night Stalker without a bottle.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
pretty interesting. The
Void is like
Viper
your-
did go bottle, and I don't see a lot of Vipers actually go bottle.
No, definitely not. But Void is like your bread and butter, like of an ability as Night Stalker, and Bottle like really makes that go
Yep,
farther. It feels so bad
So
when you don't
here's
have
the
bottle
defensive
charges.
tri-lane supports for
Radiant's
BBB
top
are
tower
roaming
is
mid, and
under
they're not going to
attack.
find Viper because he's going for the rune at that exact moment. But they're sitting here in the river. They're going to be able to maybe go in the right spot, which is right over here in that path, and that's the best way to gank him. And you can kind of see them doing that right now. The smoke was revealed by Abaddon, or maybe he right-clicked something, but Disruptor's still here. Is he level 2? He is. So at least he has that. Abaddon manning up. There is a Sand King to help reinforce. Now Jacobo's here. It's a 3v3, and now the TA is our first, or no, the Abaddon is our first blood going down, and going down to the Viper. So it gets punished. He was totally manning up there. Defensive glimpse being used, but the TA is super slow from the first night. Look at that huge slow coming out from Void. And,
It was also poison attack.
oh yeah, rank 3 poison attack, yeah.
Yeah, he's put points into it.
Wow.
Which is, he's going against a TA, so that's definitely the right choice, is getting that dot damage to whittle down the refraction charges.
Yeah, I agree. Do you think you should go Neurotoxin or Corrosive Skin after that?
It's hard to
Dyer's
say.
bottom
They are going to be
tower
manning
is
up
under
against
attack.
people, so they do kind of need damage.
I feel like if I was in his position, I'd do it evenly.
Yeah, that might be the right way to go. So yeah, first
Radiant's
blood going the way
middle tower
of
is
Team
under attack.
the Marana, who left through time. TC left through time. I don't really know why it's actually called TC, to be real. Can you,
The Mirana who leapt through. Yeah, there's no, yeah.
But we'll just call him TC. Yeah, going to TC's way
TC.
and 2 kills in the end. It was the Abaddon and then the TA, I think. Yeah.
Yes.
So wow, yeah, that's their mid, and their gank not going the way that was crazy. That the Night Stalker was actually there. The Sand King may be understandable. He's trying to stack and pull, or stack and do his own.
It was night, and Night Stalker's like, I have a smoke and I'm going middle.
Yeah.
Which, if you're an offlane Night Stalker, like, it's probably a really good
Yeah,
choice.
and we
Like,
talked-
he's not getting a lot out of the lane. so-
Totally. No, that's extremely smart. So Jacopo well played, seriously, because without him, that wouldn't have gone nearly as well.
Dyer's bottom tower
So,
is under
yeah, that
attack.
early aggression being used, the strength of Team TC coming to fruition, even as early as 4 minutes into the game as it was. And so now we're looking at the last hits. Viper is beating TA more than double her, and he has a DD now, feeling really good about that. And Lycan, though, on the Radiant team, he's, of course, 100% free farming.
If you look at Lycan's skill build, he has no wolves. He's going like a right-click Lycan,
Wow.
which
And-
is not super common. And he's being left alone down here for a long time. He could have taken the tower if he
Dyer's
had
bottom
wolves.
tower
That's
is
true.
under attack.
Yeah, oh wow, Night Stalker comes up from the river. He's able to slow him down. There's the silence as well. There's not going to be a shapeshift. It is nighttime, so that's a long time silence, but it's going to end right now. He's going to be able to shapeshift away. There's Disruptor to help as well, but they're actually going to try to go on him. But Disruptor, a little bit of communication loss. He was like, well, I'm just going to make sure you are okay, because wow, Lycan was indeed very, very low HP.
Yeah. Another Void, and he'd have been dead. But diving for another Void would have been a while, since he is only level 5. He doesn't really have any items yet or anything to For the last, like 7 more seconds.
Now this is a nightmare coming out in the mid lane on TA. Viper going uphill and be able to poison attack. Here it comes. Is there going to be any refraction? She does have refraction, but she's baiting it through the tower to make sure that happens. Oh, Brain Sap was used after, but it is only rank 1. But this Viper is going deep. He's going completely balls deep behind the tower, but the Jukes went the opposite way, and now he's down the back foot, making sure that he gets away. TP was canceled, I believe, by someone who was actually TPing. I don't know actually who it was. But wow, up down in the bot lane, Night Stalker is finding more prey in the night. He found the Abaddon, and he doesn't, of course, have level 6, so he's going to go down instantly. And now they're on the chase. Disruptor's Glimpse is rank 2, but it is on cooldown for another 10 seconds. Night Stalker's playing this admirably, I'd say.
I was just about to say, for an offlane Night Stalker, this is amazing.
Yeah,
like, getting so much out of it.
Yeah, if you look at how much game impact he's had so far, I mean, you can't ask for more impact than that. From an offlaner.
Specifically for like first night being 4 minutes into the game, like he doesn't have anything. He like just got his bottle and brown boots. So
and not to repeat things, but this is the importance of certain wards in general, but especially the wards for blocking this easy camp. If it wasn't for that, think about it, he wouldn't have those levels, and if without those levels, he wouldn't have had this impact. So that literally that one ward has equated to this impact that he's enjoying right now.
Yeah, definitely. They're now just starting to be able to pull, and the damage has been done. Night Stalker's level 7, like good enough, you know.
Yeah, but let's look at what's going right for Team BBB. We got obviously the Lycan, who's going that really cool build. It's certainly nice, refreshing to see something. It's kind of an interesting trade because, you know, all of his abilities equate to some form of damage. So tell me about, since you've played some Lycan, what does he gain from this that he's chosen?
I mean, you get more like right-click personal damage, and if you're gonna have a huge thing with like chasing during a shapeshift timing, like I can definitely see good things coming out of that. But he hasn't really made anything of that. His opponent's been Night Stalker for the longest time, and Night Stalker, like I said earlier, is like an anti-carry type hero, so there's no way that Night Stalker or that like 1v1 that a Lycan's gonna beat a Night Stalker. But if they do have like Mirana arrows or Bane Mirana arrow like setting something up, then I could definitely see Lycan just howling, shapeshifting, and mowing down this.
You could say in a 5v5 engagement that rank 4 Howl, rank 4 Feral Impulse is going to be more impactful in a 5v5 than Summon Wolves.
Lycan is now going Medallion. At least it looks like a Medallion to me. And if he first item went Medallion, I would 100% understand. But he doesn't have it yet.
Yep, and then the other question, well, mid lane, there's a Nightmare onto the Disruptor. It gets traded away, or actually just ended, as TA was super low health, literally 8 HP when I saw her. She might have been somewhere around 1 HP before. So that was super, super close.
And Sand King just purchased his Blink Dagger 10 minutes in, and he bought boots, by the way, so he's not even skipping boots.
Wow, that
so
is
pretty good lane or jungle time for the Sand King.
And he hasn't been completely inactive. He showed up in the mid lane a couple times.
Yeah, he ganked, so really impressive.
Yep, well played as well. But another thing we were talking, going back on the Lycan, another factor we need to consider is the Roshan. Now, rank 4 Wolves, I believe, is pretty much a big thing when it comes to Roshan, I believe, isn't that true?
Yeah, Medallion helps a lot too, so maybe, like, the Wolves got nerfed so heavily that you really need like the HP on them.
Yeah, and don't they get the regen at rank 4 or something like that?
Yeah, 15 HP regen.
And something like magic resistance, I believe too. Something like that. I believe you'd only get the magic resistance at like later levels, if not rank 4.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, we'll have to look that up. I remember reading pretty recently about that, but yeah. Anyways, so so Roshan, going back to at least the core point we were talking about, needs to be a thing, and they don't have the dire advantage, so he's going to be a little bit worried for the top lane though. There's an epicenter on the lone druid, and he goes down in a weird, funky spot, trying to run away, but he's not going to be able to escape the epicenter. There's the Nightmare going in the mid lane, and Night Stalker pops his ult. So there's things happening all about the map. He has an Invis rune in the bottom lane, so in mid lane nothing really happens surprisingly. Aphotic Shield doing something, but yeah. Is there still an... Yeah, he still has this Invis rune. It's pretty fresh. He's just scouting it out. He sees everyone. He has that night vision. This is the darkness being popped, and so he pretty much has all the vision he wants.
This is a weird use of darkness. Maybe his plan changed, like more people showed up or something, but you kind of got to use level 1 sparingly.
Yeah. But he's kind of by himself here. Epicenter was already using the top lane, so they don't not... Oh, we tried to maybe deny that. That'd be pretty ballsy going out, but yeah, so... Sure. pretty much his team is just not ready to fight right now. They have that early game, but Epicenter was already used. Bane isn't even level 6 yet.
Is under attack.
And so there's a couple things that need to happen before they really, really get strong. Mirana in the top lane, double Starstorm on these two supports. She's able to leap out over that kinetic field. Unfortunately, it's not very high. Disruptor needs to work on the height of his kinetic field if he wants to trap a
Cats
Catwoman.
can easily leap over.
Yeah, exactly. They live literally on the fence.
This bear couldn't do it. But, luckily,
Yeah.
bear gets a free pass, so not a big deal.
That's pretty funny. So yeah, some narrow engagements happening here. They haven't, both teams not really opting to cross the river fag as much as we'd see. But as I say that, there's a smoke coming out from TC. The smoke is popped. They know he's there. He's going to curl the corner, and wow, a meld straight away. Is there a ward or something? Yes, there was. So they kind of saw that as it got revealed, but she came out. There's the darkness. The sentry ward was put down to allow her to do that. Refraction being used. Can they chase this? He's really fast. They're going to be able to burn this refraction. There's the slow and a kill on TA. If they don't have another sentry, though, might not have. She came back out, though. You know, if she stayed there, they wouldn't have had a sentry, but now there's more. Lone Druid is here. Bane goes down, and Chocobo's manning up against two people, arguably three, with the Lone Druid and his bear, but he mans up and gets the Lone Druid. He goes down, and now he's going to dive the tower. He's a Night Stalker. He doesn't care. Moonlight Shadow is popped. Now Disruptor's going to be kiting him around the tower, but Viper's here, and his right clicks are really strong with that rank 3 Nether Toxin build. It's very, very strong, and the mech is going to be online with that as well.
This offlane Night Stalker
Triple kill.
Yeah, has had such a good game.
Absolutely legit. This is how you play freaking Night Stalker. Everyone get learned.
Yeah, you go in the offlane. You apparently kill people.
Yep. You take a loss. Your one lane that is actually the bad lane, and you make it amazing. Block the easy camp, get a crazy XP, ball out of control, getting kills with the manly aggression from Night Stalker. But yeah, okay, so let's check out some. Obviously, Lycan has pretty much continued to have unobstructed farm. I think he might have died. Actually, he didn't die. I thought he died earlier, but it was a very near kill. So yeah, he's 0-0-0, 83 CS, 14 minutes in, and he's got that medallion. He's got the Vlads, and now he can rush. Viper strike in the mid lane on the TA. She's so slow. This TA's had such a bad day. She's way out of position, and the Dire team take her. Well, I say out of position, but that's only, of course, in hindsight, given that the casters have the hindsight advantage. But
that's a weird way to put it, but it's hella true.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
We know everything that's about to happen, more or less, and
yeah,
she does not have that
I
information.
mean, TA just wants to farm. She wants to get those quick items, win her lane. But against a Viper, you know, that's the thing about TA is that she does normally win her lane, and she almost is required to win her lane. But then she can be so easily countered against certain mids. Viper being one of them. The top tower gets taken by the BBB team, but a glimpse takes away the Sand King. So now Chocobo once again, he's the Lone Ranger. Mirana comes back, says, "I got your back." Now they're fighting. Bane's here as well. Chocobo low health. There's the entangle we talked about on the Night Stalker. That's the bad thing. He gets rooted up and killed. Fiend's Grip on the Disruptor. Mirana helping out as best he can. And now Disruptor goes down as well. That's 1 for 2. Chocobo's the only one down, but there's the entangle on the Mirana. And oh man, the Lone Druid goes down to a rank 4 Starstorm. It's completely going TC's way. And there was one person. Oh no, I thought there was one person left on Radiant team, but yeah, that's it. That's everyone that was here. And the rotations come out. Once again, TC being organized enough for Viper to be here, for Bane to be here. And that's following up on Night Stalker's aggression. He has a team, apparently.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, Sand King scouts out the Lycan.
They were like, Lycan's been
Any
missing
epicenters, but the freaking Lycan, he shapeshifts out. It's not going to actually hurt him. He uses shapeshift to get away. Sorry to interrupt, but that was almost a kill. But he blinks. There's another Burrow Strike. It was so close. Wow.
Try Sand King.
So now Roshan's really low health. They don't really have anything that can take this. Nighttime's about the end, but
if Viper were there, Viper could, because Viper did actually end up maxing Nether Toxin, so Viper could do damage to this low Roshan.
He's essentially has 160 plus 90 damage right now to Roshan, which is a lot of right clicks.
Yeah, there's the arrow. So it looks like they're definitely going to try to take this, which they 100% should. I mean, that's what they realized. Lycan wasn't at that last team fight. We killed everyone but Lycan, and Lycan's not on the map farming somewhere else. Where could this Lycan be?
Yeah, the only problem with this is that Night Stalker's night advantage is going to be ending right here. If they man up against this, maybe they could take it. I doubt it. I don't think they could. Shapeshift is of course down. Lone Druid's here. Did he go that early build? He did. There's phase boots on the bear. He doesn't have that much farm though, unfortunately. And the age just goes the way of TC.
Dire's middle tower
Mid lane though, BBB pushing. There's the bear. He's hitting. He has that talent. He's a certain knack, a propensity for hitting towers and being extremely strong against towers, especially. Just bear trained in killing buildings. And now the bear might get poison attacked up and slowed here. On the back lines, there's the Abaddon getting got on by this burrow strike, stunned up. There's this heal coming out from his ultimate, and the bear getting arrowed up. He wants that gold really bad. And Abaddon on the back lines, he's going to go down to the poison attack. Fiend's Grip was there from the Bane, and Sand King to follow.
Lone Druid had a double damage and ended up denying his own bear.
Really?
Yeah, it was. I was like, oh, you're on a 300 gold, and the right click went out, and it was enough.
Wow. Well played.
Well played, Lone Druid.
Swag.
Even though you had to kill your best friend in the world.
You had to put down your best friend. He was
be back
dying.
in 15 seconds.
Yeah.
So I guess it's not that bad.
If only all pets came back in
Radiant's
15
middle
seconds.
tower is under attack.
Boy, now I'm getting sad for my childhood dog.
Yep. Rip in peace. Friskies.
Rip in peace, Max.
Friskies.
That is the worst name for an animal.
No,
I've ever heard.
his name wasn't Friskies. I just can't. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So let's look at net worth now. It's quite a ways in TC's favor. 8,000 gold and 12,000 experience. It's 2 to 14, so mainly the experience is going to be in their favor. And in terms of towers, Lycan's trying to do some damage that he can, split push, but the Dire team aren't having it. They're grouped up here, generally in their own jungle, making sure that they can kind of punish that Lycan. And the BBB pushing the mid tower. And now they still have that bear to push, so they do have a pretty good tower push. Viper's here now. He's always in the right place at the right time. Viper Strike on the TA, but he's by himself. Is there going to be a Static Storm on this? They don't really need it. He's by himself, an arrow being tossed. Who's it going to hit? I think it hit a creep, in fact. Aegis gets popped, so that's him. He just manned up everything that they had. Disruptor still has his Static Storm, and he throws it down. A glimpse, though, to pull him out. Night Stalker's still going to maybe run away from this because he's low health. Lone Druid, though, on the backlines goes down. There's an epicenter on the TA. She's going to go down. There's no bear for this. They got to run away. Abaddon getting nightmared up after his borrowed time was over with. His time is over. It was indeed only borrowed time because now he's there to meet his maker. I don't know who that is.
Glimpse saved the bejesus out of that Night Stalker, by the way. Night Stalker, just got entangled, and it's like, glimpse.
Right.
Night Stalker's like, hey, thank you, I have no charges.
You know, there's always that kind of tendency where a Night Stalker, he's traveled very fast. He's going to be glimpsed far away. But, man, yeah, he was inside that Static Storm. And, yeah. I've sure, in my learning mastery of Disruptor, I have indeed encountered some cases where I've made that mistake. And
some cases.
yeah, doesn't happen.
I gotta say, nowadays, you never miss up, a Disruptor thing anymore. Hardly ever.
Hardly.
Maybe, once every, let's say, 30 or 40 Disruptor games, you'll accidentally do it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I remember it happening in somewhere recently. Someone was like, why'd you glimpse? And it's like, I had a reason, but in the end, it was indeed, in hindsight, a bad glimpse. Oh, yes.
So last time we saw Night Stalker, we went Aghanims first, and I didn't agree with it, but this is an off-lane Night Stalker, so I'm 100% cool with, him getting a Aghanims this game. It's far less reliant on Night Stalker, because Night Stalker can go middle and get all this, safe, secure farm and experience, so this seems like a good option. It gives him tank, and it gives him, tool utility he can do.
Yeah, totally true. What just happened is there was a Fiend's Grip on the Lycan, and this always happened. We saw this in another game with Bane, where the Bane plays well. He's like, okay, nobody's near, but he Fiend's Grip, and then boom, now nobody's near there, but and the Lycan gets out of the Fiend's Grip, and then the Lycan's like, well, nobody's here, and then he mans up and tries to go on the Bane. The Bane nightmared himself. Then Lycan microed his wolf to take off the nightmare, but by then it was too little too late, and people have reinforced from that tier 2 and just killed the Lycan.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's pretty awesome, though, to see at least the wolf taking the nightmare.
Yeah, well played. People, when in the middle of combat, people panic and forget to do stuff like that, but
bottom tower has
yeah, exactly.
Worth it.
BBB pushing the top tier 2 as the bottom tier 1 goes down for BBB. So they already lost a tower. Now they're getting pushed away from their own push. It's a push and pull. It's the never-ending push pull. Oh, there's a courier. Is Bane gonna go for it?
Middle tower
No.
is under attack.
Waldo's like, where's Waldo? And he's never gonna find is actual Waldo. In the bot lane, there's the Mint in the darkness being popped by the Night Stalker. He's by himself now. He's going to use this time to just speed away with that extra nighttime. And the bear is right there. He can't attack at this moment because he's not close enough. There's a night. Oh, there's the slow from the TA trap. The
so fast.
Yeah, there's nothing. He's so freaking quick. Let's look at his move speed. 465 with just power treads. That's like one of the slowest boots you can upgrade to. So fast.
Yeah, it's weird. You don't see a lot of like power treads on Night Stalker. Some people prefer it, some people don't. It's good if you're like having a good time right clicking, but most of the time on Night Stalker you end up chasing a lot.
Yeah. Wow. Fiend's Grip being used once again. This Fiend's Grip's been the literal bane of Lycan. Pun was actually intended that time. I'm kind of proud of myself. I thought of it beforehand.
Look at you go.
Yep. Wait for it. He's about to pop.
Radiant's top tower is
If only there
under
was a
attack.
pun version of that you could do.
Yeah, Nightmare being thrown his arms around, almost casting a Nightmare, but not actually finding it. And
Man, so we haven't talked about Mirana in a while, but Midas, Maelstrom, and Chrysalis right now.
Ooh, damn.
Yeah, 23 minutes, not bad. She's got a lot of stuff to aim, and definitely could finish either the Maelstrom or the Chrysalis into its final version if she chose to.
The final form. TA goes down in the bot lane. Glimpse not doing anything because this Night Stalker just happened to be in that spot 4 seconds ago. He's just going to run away. Swag. Sick jukes is what he's saying. And just a Thunder Strike for Waldo. Never. It's like the first time I'd say that. I never thought I'd be like, and a Thunder Strike for
Radiant's
Waldo.
top tower
What a
is
wonderful
under
world
attack.
we live in. The
But
bear
here you are.
trying to get an entangle on the Viper. And not going to find it. There's the Sand King. He can hear Darde Sandstorm in his head. He has his headphones on. He's looking for an epicenter. Is he going to find it? Is he going to find it? No, because there's no aggression coming out from BBB right now. He's in the right spot at the right time. They have the vision from that Night Stalker. Oh, now he gets spotted out by the tower through the trees. That's really funny. Now he blinks on the rune spot. Is he actually? He actually kills the ward so that they can't see. Burrow Strike's on the low ground. There's the wolves waiting for him. They say hi. He just says Burrow Strike. Now the bear next to the tower gets nightmared up. Is there going to be an initiation? Lone Druid gets spotted out by the Viper. The bear, or the I don't actually know how they saw that. It is the Ags. Okay, they have flying vision.
Wow.
So yeah, on the back lines, there's the glimpse coming out from the Sand King. The Disruptor saves him once again. Oh no, it's a disaster here in the bot lane.
Sand King was channeling his ult, and Disruptor did a great job dropping Static Storm on him and kinetic fielding, but he sent him back.
Yep, Viper almost going down now. They're manning up. Lycan going in. Abaddon borrowed time is pop. Viper manning up. He doesn't have anything. He's got just, yeah, of course, he's going to die. Now on the back lines, Night Stalker, Chocobo. Once again, he's the Lone Ranger. He's by himself. He's still manning up. He's trying to go on the Abaddon. He's going to get the kill on him, too. And there he goes down. That's Chocobo. He's going to run the other way. This is the swag we talked about. The sick jukes. Is he going to run the opposite direction? Yes, he's an experienced player. He runs the opposite direction. And he's about to die now. He's bought tons of space, and his team wasn't ready. Murano, of course, with all her farms in the top lane. Can she get this tower is the question.
I mean, if anyone could do it, it's definitely this Mirana. And maybe the Viper, but definitely this Mirana.
Yeah. You can't crit towers, right, with Daedalus?
Wouldn't that be a wonderful world?
So, yeah, not the best tower pushing item. I
I
feel like, this is a question. Now we have a break to kind of talk about this. Mirana's probably just going to arrow this Disruptor. Wow, look at the right click. This Disruptor has no idea how strong this Mirana is.
Don't hurt me, cat.
We both ride on mounts. Have some mercy. Oh, wow, and Mirana finds another. At least Lone Druid finds her. Now she's going to leap away after that, trying to man up for a second there, but there's the bear. The bear entangle would be the death for her pretty much. The bear's going really fast. Is there going to be an entangle? No, there is not. The bear, the main bear, he's too slow. His tranquils are popping. Moonlight Shadow being used. Goes in. She's thinking about actually right-clicking the main bear. Is there going to be a leap up? It's rank 4. She has the cooldown up. Could she go for it? She didn't actually. Is she going to leap? No, she didn't actually do it. That's actually crazy to me. She saw how much damage she was doing to him, but didn't opt for it. Is she going to get a bear kill, though? No.
Bear out of there.
And Viper kills a Templar Assassin right here in the bot lane. TAA was really, really deep.
Yeah,
Balls
see,
deep,
like,
in fact.
so this is a big problem that they drafted into. Like, the last pick, Lone Druid, 2 and 5 right now, has pretty mediocre last hits. And they picked up a Templar Assassin against a Viper. I know originally that wasn't the plan, but they got drafted into a Viper, and we're like, we're going to switch this out, and nobody went into offlane. It was just really crazy good drafting done from the Mirana who leapt through time.
Yep.
And the score definitely reflects that right now. Like, lanes that were won and so on and so forth.
Yep. Mirana, it's a rematch here in the top lane in the same spot. Lone Druid says, same place, same time, but Mirana's not having it. She, of course, didn't heal up, but Chocobo, that might be someone who actually was able to do this. He spots him out with the Aghanim Scepter. Can he man up on this? I don't think so. That Entangle, doesn't it stop auto attacks? I believe it does. Or maybe it doesn't. Is it not?
You can still auto attack.
Okay, so it's not like Frostbite. Okay.
Anything else?
Or Ensnare. But maybe he's going to find the bear. Is he going to be able to slow it down enough? Oh, it's going into a corner. That was really close. He might have been able to trap him with that. The phase boots are on the Spirit Bear, though, so there's not going to be any way for him to trap him into the trees. But the question is, how long is this slow going to last? Darkness being popped for this. It's going to be a summon. He can resummon right now. Very, very close. I'm hype casting almost a near bear kill.
Chocobo would have had to do that for so long.
Yeah, for real.
To chase that bear to kill it.
So true. Maybe they would have had a Fiend's Grip on it, just for the lulz. But going back to hopefully I can remember what I was going to say. God, what was I going to say? Oh, that's what it was. Why is Desolator not purchased more? That was the question.
I mean, Desolator's purchased a fair amount.
I don't see Desolator like in almost every game that we've casted so far, and then in our games that we play. Everyone prioritizes other items, especially like now that Maelstrom is becoming more popular. But like tower push with the Desolator is a thing. But like, I mean, for the same reason I see Assault Cuirass being useful, I see Desolator being useful.
Like, I get that Night Stalker doesn't want to get a Desolator. I get that Bane doesn't want to get a Desolator. I get that Sand King doesn't. I get that Viper doesn't. Mirana could, but she decided to go for the Chain Lightning instead, so that's also a viable option.
Yeah.
And if people just, I don't know, people choose different things.
Interesting. Because I just see, you can just melt towers with a Desolator. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of that talk, guys. There's a bear that's getting murdered here. Where's the PETA to protect this bear? There's the resummon. The bear is back. PETA, go away. TA getting Fiend's Grip. She's gonna die instantly. It's the story of her whole game here. Right in top lane here. The tower is down. Racks to follow. There's Abaddon going down. Borrowed time once over. Mirana actually dies. She actually goes down, but how many has she taken with her? 3. And now it's the Lycan pretty much all by himself. 2 buybacks already on the Radiant team. And now the triple kill goes the way of the Viper. Lycan goes down, adding to that triple kill. Thunderstrike on the Viper. He doesn't care. Rank 4 Corrosive Skin. Glimpse coming out from the Disruptor once again. It's been the game of defensive disruptions, or defensive glimpses in this game.
So true.
Yeah, so they didn't get the Rex, but pretty close, and they drew out a lot of buybacks, and that was all without a Sand King with level 2 Epicenter and a Veil of Discord.
Oh, Viper going back in.
Oh, he's manning up. There's a kill on Disruptor. I missed it. He's getting slaughtered. Maybe it was because wishful thinking, like I didn't want him to die, but he did. And now they're going on the racks. Lone Druid. He doesn't have a bear. He just has nothing. I don't think. Yeah.
He bought back without having a bear, by the way.
Sick buybacks. Viper going on the Nibbler once again. TA Viper's just like, please don't do it, Viper. You're a mean snake person, and Night Stalker, a mean snake kind of looking person. What a terrifying creature Night Stalker is. He's just going to TP away. And yeah, so it's 6-29 here, 30 minutes in, and BBB has the late game, the late game, as we talked about. But it's going to take more than a Yasha for this TA to start carrying.
Lone Druid's so far behind to start carrying as well. TA is way far behind to start carrying. Lycan can split push at this point, split push and Rosh, but like his carry potential, he needs a BKB if he's going to be able to carry, and so they don't even have enough like items to start carrying yet.
Yeah.
Not against what the Mirana who leapt through time, because I mean Night Stalker's tanky and he's got general stats to him. Viper has got his mech and his Yasha and his Aghanims and Blink Dagger for the lulz, for the funds. Sand King, ready, Blink, Veil. Like he can. Oh, he also has a Force Staff. Yeah, that's crazy. Bane has a BKB.
Wow.
That's saying something.
Yeah, it's 30 minutes in. He's got a BKB. And, well, we talked about Roshan being a thing on the menu for Lycan to consume, but TC takes it instead.
Yep. It's not looking good for BBB.
Nope. They BBB losing.
That's how I feel every time you make a pun.
Yep.
Is that level of laughter.
Right. The kind of laughter that you just kind of breathe out of your nostrils, like... That's
you
pretty
guys can't see it, but I shake my head every time. Actually, that's not true, but I do roll my eyes every time, and that is apparently rolling my eyes is something I cannot control, and it has gotten me legit in trouble with people more times.
Wow.
Than I can count.
I can't say that. Oh yeah, I think I remember that you roll your eyes sometimes. when you like, yeah.
It's bad too. Like, I will roll my eyes at the drop of a hat.
That's funny. Bane getting entangled in the top lane. He's gonna go down, not without his Fiend's Grip. He's gonna just, it's done, no Fiend's Grip. Night Stalker, Moonlight shadowed up, he's invis, but there's the Necro 3. They're gonna spot him out, but with this, they might be able to take this tower. But that was the bottom tower that went the way of TC, and they're gonna be able to keep pushing. Abaddon and Disruptor are the only ones that are gonna be able to defend here. Back in the top lane, it's Night Stalker. He's still manning him. Entangled once again. Is there gonna be the stun on the Lone Druid? No. The Lone Druid goes. He in the bot lane. Disruptor gets killed. They're trying to man up on this Mirana, and they go down, but that's the Aegis. TPs though from the TA, from the Lycan. Can they do anything on this? Does she have a blink dagger of any kind? No, of course she has the leap. I thought it was actually the TA, but it's been a long day and I totally messed up what hero was there. But wow, there's the arrow on the TA. She's dead. There's nothing she can do. 592 crits. Now Lycan's like, don't hurt me. He's got shapeshift, so he's not in any real trouble. Is there gonna be Entangle from the bear? Entangle bear. It's Root Gaming, or is it? I don't know. We'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4. No Roots. It's not Root Gaming. Now the bear is getting munched by TC.
What's the opposite of Root Gaming?
Yeah, Nature's Prophet Gaming.
All right.
Get it? Get it? Pull roots and run.
Yeah. You're clever.
So funny.
For people who don't know, I just rolled my eyes.
That was a good one though.
It was definitely one of the better ones you've had.
Yep.
I will 100% admit to that.
Pretty proud of myself. that feel when good pun. One of the best feels.
Is it one of the best feels?
I might not feel many feels, so maybe my sample size isn't great enough to be able to determine the true worth of that feel.
Good feel versus not good feel.
Yeah. Oh, this guy's just trapped in for a little bit, but until Burrow Strike's up. And now it is up. And he's going to be able to away.
Sounds like you sneeze, but
I know.
Everyone knows that that's the Burrow Strike noise.
Yep. He makes some pretty sweet noises. It's pretty sweet.
Do you know what Sand King's true name is?
No, I don't.
Crixilus.
That's awesome. I was like vetting it for a second. I was like, isn't that another hero? But no, that's his name. Crixilus. It's pretty sweet. Yeah, they have some pretty cool names. Like, they're really creative. You know, none of these are like repetitive, like LOL heroes. You know, like Ancient Apparition. That's like Calder. You got like Lucifer. Well, that's actually a pretty noun. Are they gonna find this done? No. Waldo winds up just for a second. So we're just gonna call this BBB murder right now. There's no way they can come back. So we're just gonna shoutcast TC murdering BBB. That's how we're gonna go about this match right now. BBB though,
gotta be so tired right now.
Yep. Yeah. This game is no longer interesting him. He has no mercy. It's C-Sama. Chocobo-Sama.
So Chocobo subscribes to the Cinderin Night Stalker build.
Which is Yule's
Scepter.
Didn't you do that in a game recently?
I've done Yule's a couple times. It's not bad. I definitely don't hate
movement
it.
Speed. I mean, anything that gives you that movement speed. But there's a glimpse of the Static Storm's not going to be on anyone. This is looking really bad. Disruptor goes down. TA goes down. Lycan to follow. He's running away. He gets nightmared up. That's all it takes. Is there going to be a Fiend's Grip? No, it's already used. He gets out of the nightmare. He's back in normal land. He's not dreaming anymore. And Chocobo manning up. He's on the front line. He runs away with that move speed. The Yule's doing work. He doesn't have the cooldown for the Yule's though, but he gets away. And now the Lycan goes down. The Mirana goes down. It's Viper. He's running away. He's the last one. Epicenter winding up. This is it. He's doing so much damage with the Veil. It just gets popped. They almost die. TA is almost dead, but they have some kind of vision on him. I don't know if it's a gem or he was in tower range, I believe.
Necro 3.
Yeah, and the Necro 3 as well. But he's got a haste rune, so he's just okay. He's just going to waddle. Look at those little lame legs scampering. So what if I swagger, says Sand King, stealing it from the one true king. And Night Stalker going in, is there going to be slow? Yes. And a Viper Strike just for good measure. But Lone Druid, he's still full health. Lycan comes in too. That's a buyback from Lycan. He shapeshifted. He died without shapeshift, so now there's a glimpse, an actual offensive glimpse. But he gets out of the kinetic field. He couldn't even get that, unfortunately. Gotta practice up that combo, but Viper goes down. He doesn't have an Aegis. Now Sand King going in with his brother. It's a game of scary creatures now that I think about it. Sand King, Viper, Night Stalker, and Bane. And then just like the Mirana, who's just the pretty normal-faced person.
Imagine you were walking through the gym and you're like, oh, this is a good-looking chick on a cat, and then all of a sudden the sand creature just runs at you and this Bane is
right.
And then you're like, oh, and you finally escape from that, and all of a sudden there's a flying snake and a Night Stalker. Like, how terrible of a day would that be?
Yeah, seriously. Night Stalker's like, nighty night. And Viper's like, I swoop into battle. And Bane's like, and Sand King's like,
Sand King's like, I'm a king of sand.
yep. Fiend's
And
Grip.
you're like, whatever, bro. Have all the sand you want.
I don't even care. Full duration Fiend's Grip on the Lone Druid just to make sure that they kill him. They give him a nice view from the skyscrapers to see the world that he's about to leave as he dies. Yule's thanking, or let's see, what was the word I'm looking for? I'm looking for courtesy of the Yule Scepter. I was actually looking for. There's a Burrow Strike on the
We got Disruptor with that.
I know, right on the edge of it. Defensive Glimpse. Defensive Glimpse. Yeah, it always feels bad when you're a Disruptor. When you're defensive glimping as a Disruptor, that means that this is no longer a fun game for you, because that is all you do. And a defensive glimpse is just like kind of salt in the wound.
Are you guys slagging?
Are you guys slagging? They're getting hella slagged. That is definitely true. By the magma that is the anger and focus of Team TC.
Yeah, like 12,000 ping. Wow, what would 12,000 ping look like?
Yep.
100% packet loss?
It looked like feeding in the off lane. Oh, shots fired. Just kidding. No, yeah. Yeah, that looked like something.
Pretty much all Lucker noobs.
Yep.
All game Lucker noobs.
It wouldn't be Dota. It'd just be like a picture show. Yeah, like the old school music. Just bing, ding, 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 ding. Like back in Bioshock
and then
world.
text would pop up and you have to read it, and then it goes back to the
Yep, exactly. Oh, that's funny. Welp, it's the mid lane, bot lane, win by attrition, stranglehold that is TC. All the lanes are being pushed. They're making sure of that fact before they push uphill. And now maybe they'll group up and go for the coup de grace. We'll see. Let's check out some items here. It's Items Corner with Nex and Rankshis. Manta Style on Viper with the Ags Mech. Blink Dagger on the Viper. Fun times. Night Stalker Yules. Yeah, we talked about that. Sand King, he's a new, I think that's a new 4-staff. Pretty sure.
No, he's at it for a little while, but he will have Ashivas coming pretty soon.
There we go.
Initiation heroes, like, Ashivas is designed for that, and it's super cool to see people actually recognize that.
That's really true, yeah. And he 4 steps away. Viper Strike and Fiend's Grip being used on Nibbler. She's going to have to just run away because she is certainly going to die. Tons of scary, spooky creatures. Too spooky for me, says TA. And Bane being glimpsed back, so now she's going to get killed? No, he's just going to run away. Abaddon just stunned up by a 5-second arrow. Sand King doing the right clicks. He's got these little claws, and they have poison in him, but he's having to run away with his little claws. Skitter away. Skitsker? No, that's Weaver. All these weird names. But Abaddon's getting so slowed down by the corrosive skin plus Viper Strike plus poison attack. I'm calling out all the abilities here. Why don't we just call out Nether Toxin as well? And now a buyback from Abaddon. They're just going to be like, hey, let's do it, guys. Let's man up. This is the last stand. Jacobo, he's a man. He's got tons of HP. He's a Night Stalker. He's running away at top speed. He's got a Dagon, by the way. He picked that up, I think, when he was at the
why
base.
wouldn't you?
Yep.
Obviously.
Why not have a freaking shark with lasers on it? Dr. Evil, come bringing it back. Viper Strike, TP away. He's so close to base, but there's no, just don't. There's nothing you can do. It's slaughter. It's slaughter. TC. It's the Mirana who leapt through time
Bottom tower is under attack.
in order to predict that this battle would be won. Because
So for those of you who don't know, the Mirana Who Leapt Through Time is actually based off of an anime and a light novel. By Night Stalker. Ooh, don't leave the gem, Viper. Drop your stupid teepees.
yep, when he gets it, he's got the
The
gem.
Girl Who Leapt Through Time, which is an amazing anime, and everyone should watch it.
Is it good?
Hint. Yeah,
I haven't
it
seen
is
it.
really good actually. It's a movie, so it's like not even a huge time.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I still have to go through that list of like anime movies that we linked at one point. Yeah. So BBB get murdered. There's not much they do. They're expending all their golden buybacks, and well, now this is it. 12-44. Jacobo, despite how tired he is certainly trying to draw out this match and get as many kills as possible. There's the GG. Once again called out. What a bunch of troopers BBB is for continuing to fight. They got a lot of good items. The Necro 3 was there. And certainly some really good farm to begin with. And there's the Ancient exploding. It's a combat. It's a victory going the way of the Dire team. Team TC taking it. Head by Jacobo. Drafted by Waldo. Why is it in red
The
text?
Mirana who leapt through time.
Yeah, that's they just. I like how it doesn't even say victory. It just the Marana who
Just
leapt
says
through
the
time.
name.
That's
What
really
you
funny.
get.
Yep. That's it, guys. That is the solo cast. Well, this is more of a video. It's not actually live stream.
Yeah, this is
so.
going to be a VOD, so...
Yep. In a VOD, it will be. I've been Nex. He's been Rankshis.
I've been another dude. Who even knows? It may be Rankshis. It could be some amalgamation of other experiences that have acquired within this body to create some creature that dwells here.
No, yeah. Wrapping back to the beginning of the cast, we were talking about
I
who
know,
are
right?
we, you know?
Yeah.
Is this
It
real?
comes full circle. Maybe like we're just some there's a blacksmith somewhere and he's hitting a hammer and like we're like right after he hit the hammer and he's pulling it back and we're living on the sword somewhere, but we don't even know it because we're just in this tiny little
we're just the sparks that come out of the clanging of the hammer.
We're literally a spark and like we're flying through space and we don't even realize it. We're just like we're so like cool and we understand so much and we understand just so little.
Freaking nothing. That's the Big Bang, man. Is the spark.
Yep, it's the spark.
Damn. It's so
Damn,
deep.
Dude.
There it is, guys.
I'm gonna use that again on the next outro.
Yeah, dude. We're creating our own story here. I'm pretty sure that somewhere, like in some fantasy world, like maybe World of Warcraft or something, like a forge was the beginning of the universe. I think that actually might be like some kind of Viking or Greek mythology.
I'm pretty sure actually within like the Warcraft universe that's true because Elder Titan is something from the Warcraft universe.
Yeah.
And I forget what they're called within the Warcraft universe, but he's one of them. And
well, I don't know if it's Elder Titan because he was shaped it after the Tauren chieftain.
Well, no. His storyline is he's one of the I forget what they're called in the Warcraft universe, but they're like the people who created everything.
The creators, yeah.
Yeah, and he's like if you play Elder Titan, he's like I shattered. Whatever.
I shattered the world, or now I'm here to do something, kill more people, and
Maybe
split more Earth.
Yeah, fuck everything up more.
Or just totally ruining his like whole kit, like his whole lore. He's like, that's funny. All right, guys, we're gonna end it here. Thanks for watching. This is the VOD. Hope you guys liked it. Our cast was a little etchy at times. This is our first cast for today and our last actually after a long day, so we're about to go to bed pretty much. But anyways, thanks for watching. Props to shout out to TC and BBB for allowing us to cast this. Yeah, so that's it. Give us a follow. We got a YouTube, a Twitter, and our Twitch. All of them are next level oriented. The YouTube is Next Level Space Dota, next level being one word. The Twitter is at Next Level Dota, and the Twitch is .tv/Next Level. With that,
I'm gonna go take a shower.
Yeah, exactly. So we've already done our final thoughts, super deep. We'll talk to you guys later. Tomorrow we'll be casting as well.